there were no age between 10 and 3 and 20, or that youth would sleep out the rest. For there is nothing in the between than getting wenches with child, wrong in the ancientry, stealing, fighting. Hark you now, would any but these boiled brains of 19 and 2 and 20 hunt in this weather? They've scared away two of my best sheep, which I fear a wolf will sooner find than the master. If anywhere I have them, it's by the seaside, browsing of ivy. Lower! Lower! Good luck, and it be thy will. What have we here? Mercy on us. A bairn. A very pretty bairn. A boy or a child, I wonder. A pretty one. A very pretty one. Sure, some scape. Though I am not bookish, yet I can read waiting gentlewoman in the scape. This has been some stair work, some trunk work, some behind the door work. Aye. They were warmer that got this than this poor thing is here. Oh, I'll take it up for pity. But I'll tarry till the sun comes. He hallowed, but even now. Hello? Oh, lower! Lower! What, art so near? If that's your thing to talk on when thou art dead and rotten, come hither. What ails thou, man?
I have seen two such sights by land and by sea. But I'm not to say it is a sea, for it is now the sky. Betwixt the firmament and it you cannot thrust a bodkin's point.
Why, boy? How is it?
I would you did but see how it chafes, how it rages, how it takes up the shore. But that's not to the point. Oh, the most piteous cries of the poor souls, sometimes to see him and not to see him, and the ship boring the moon with her main mast anon and swallowed with yeast and froth as you thrust a cork into a hogshead. And then for the land service, to see how the bear tore out his shoulder bone, and how he cried to me for help, and said his name was Antigonus, a noble man, but to make an end of the ship. To see how the sea flat dragged it, but first how the poor souls roared and the sea mocked them, and how the poor gentleman roared and how the bear mocked him, both roaring louder than sea or weather.
Name of mercy. When was this, boy?
Now I have not winked since I saw these sights. The men are not yet called under water, nor the bear half-tined on the gentleman. Is that it now?
Would I have been by to have helped the old man?
Aye, would you have been by the ship's side to have helped her? There your charity would have lacked footing.
Heavy matters. Heavy matters. But look thee here, boy. Now bless thyself. Thou mix with things dying, I with things newborn. Here's a sight for thee. Look thee. A bearing cloth for a squire's child. Look thee here. Take up, boy. Take up. Open it. So, let's see. It was told me I should be rich by the fairies. This is some changeling. Open it, boy. What's within?
You're a maid, old man. If the sins of your youth be forgiven you, you're well to live. Gold? All gold?
This is fairy gold, boy. And will prove so. Up with it. Keep it close. Home, home, the next way. We are lucky, boy. And to be so still requires nothing but secrecy. Come, good boy. The next way home.
You go the next way with your findings. I'll go see if the bear be gone from the gentleman. And how much you've eaten. If there be anything left, I'll bury it.
That's a good deed. If thou mayst discern by that which is left of him what he is, take me to the sight of him.
Marry will I, and you shall help put him in the ground.
'Tis a lucky day, boy, and we'll do good deeds on it. I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation and the old.
follows this. How prettily the young swain seems to wash the hand was fair before. I have put you out, but to your protestation, let me hear what you profess.
Well, do, and be witness to it.
And this my neighbour too?
And he, and more than he, and men, the earth, the heavens and all, that were I crowned the most imperial monarch, and thereof most worthy, were I the fairest youth that ever made I swerve, had force and knowledge more than was ever man's, I would not prize them without her love. For her, employ them all, commend them and condemn them to her service, or to their own perdition.
Fairly offered.
This shows a sound affection. But my daughter, say you the like to him.
I cannot speak so well, think so well. No, mean better. By the pattern of mine own thoughts, I got out the purity of his.
Come, take hands, a bargain. And friends unknown, you shall bear witness to it. I give my daughter to him, and will make her portion equal his.
Oh, that must be the virtue of your daughter. One being dead, I shall have more than you can dream of yet. Enough then for your wonder. But come, contract us for these witnesses.
Come, your hand, and daughter, yours.
Soft, swain, a while, beseech you. Have you a father?
I have, but what of him?
Knows he of this?
He neither does nor shall.
Methinks a father is at the nuptial of his son a guest that best becomes the table. Pray you once more, is not your father grown incapable of reasonable affairs? Is he not stupid with age and altering rooms? Can he speak, hear, no man from man, dispute his own estate? Lies he not bedridden, and does nothing but what he did being childish?
Oh, no, good sir. He has his health, and ampler strength indeed than most of his age.
By my white beard, if this be so, you offer him a wrong, something unfilial. Reason my son should choose himself a wife, but as good reason the father, all whose joy is nothing else but fair posterity, should hold some counsel in such a business.
I yield all this, but for some other reasons, my grave sir, which 'tis not fit you know, I not acquaint my father of this business.
Let him know it.
He shall not.
Prithee, let him.
No, he must not.
Let him, son. He shall not need to grieve at knowing of thy choice.
Come, he must not. Mark our contract.
Mark your divorce, young sir, whom son I dare not call. Thou art too base to be acknowledged. Thou, a sceptre's heir that thus affects a sheephook. Thou, old traitor, I am sorry that by hanging thee I can but shorten thy life 1 week.
Why, how now, father? Speak, ere thou diest. I cannot speak, nor think, nor dare to know that which I know. Oh, sir, you've undone a man of 83, who thought to fill his grave in quiet. Yeah, to die upon the bed my father died, to lie close to his honest bones. And now, some hangman must put on my shroud and lay me where no priest shovels in dust. Cursed wretch, who knewest this was the prince and wouldst have ventured to mingle faith with him. Undone, undone. If I might die within this hour, I have lived to die when I desire.
Why look you so upon me? I am but sorry, not afeard.
I see, this is the time that the unjust man doth thrive. The prince himself is about a piece of iniquity, stealing away from his father with his clog at his heels. If I thought it were a piece of honesty to acquaint the king withal, I would not do it. I hold it the more neighbourly to conceal it, and therein am I constant to my profession. Aside, here's more matter for the hot brain. Every lady's end, every shop, church session hanging. You're the careful man.
See what a man you are now. There is no way but to tell the king she's a changeling and none of your flesh and blood.
Nay, hear me.
Nay, but hear me.
Go to then.
She being none of your flesh and blood has not offended the king. Therefore, your flesh and blood must not be punished by him. Show those things you found about her. Those secret things. All but what she had with her. This being done, let the law go whistle. I warrant you.
I will tell the king all. Every word. Aye, and his son's bragged too, who I may say is no honest man. Neither to his father nor to me. To go about making me the king's brother-in-law.
Indeed, brother-in-law was the farthest off you could have been to him. And then your blood had been the dearer by I know how much an ounce.
Very wisely, Poppies.
Well, let us to the king. There is that in this father will make him scratch his beard.
I know not what impediment this complaint may be to the flight of my master.
Pray art leave it, Palace.
Though I'm not naturally honest, I am so sometimes by chance. Let me pocket up my peddler's excrement. How now, rustics? Whither are you bound?
My business, sir, is to the king.
The father there, what's in the father? Wherefore that box?
Sir, there are such secrets in this fatherland box that only the king may know, and which he shall know within this hour, if I may come to the speech of it.
Age, thou hast lost thy labour.
Why, sir?
The king is not at the palace. He has gone aboard a new ship to purge melancholy and air himself. For if thou beest capable of things serious, thou must know the king is full of grief.
So it is said, sir, about his son that should have married a shepherd's daughter.
If that shepherd be not in hand fast, let him fly.